All right, everybody, welcome back. We are diving into the future today.
The future. That
It-
sounds interesting.
yeah, specifically the future of home decor.
Okay, home decor. I like it.
Our source material today is an article titled Home Decor in 2025. Will tradition hold, or will we see a major design revolution?
Catchy title. So what are we thinking? Revolution or evolution?
Well, that's what we're here to figure out. This article dives into all these cool trends that are popping up: tech, sustainability, personal style.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like they're all going to collide.
Ooh, that sounds like a recipe for some serious design drama.
Right. Like, how do you balance having all the latest gadgets
Mm.
with creating a space that feels, actually livable?
And authentic. You don't want your home looking like everyone else's Instagram feed.
Totally. So let's jump in. I think one of the biggest things this article brings up is the role of AI in design. I mean,
Mhm.
it's already happening, right?
Yeah, AI design tools are getting super sophisticated, and a lot of them are actually pretty affordable these days.
So does that mean human designers are going to become obsolete?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? I mean, will AI take over completely, or will it be more of a partnership?
I could see it going either way, honestly. But I feel like there are certain things that AI just can't replicate, that human touch.
Absolutely. The article talks about how AI could handle some of the more technical stuff, like imagine it mapping out the floor plan, figuring out furniture placement.
Right. All that nitty-gritty stuff that can be a headache.
Exactly. But then the human designer comes in and brings the personality, the creativity, the understanding of the client's vision.
It's like AI lays the groundwork and humans bring it to life.
I like that analogy. But, and this is a big but, what about personalization?
Right. Like, if everyone's using AI to design their homes, won't everything start to look the same?
That's a legitimate concern. Will we end up with this sort of cookie cutter aesthetic?
Okay, so AI could be a revolution in terms of how we approach design, but maybe not so much in terms of style.
It's a complex issue. And it gets even more interesting when you look at another trend that's bubbling up. This whole nature meets industry thing.
Oh, tell me more about that. I've been seeing this everywhere lately.
Yeah, it's all about incorporating natural materials like wood, stone, bamboo, even things like reclaimed materials.
And there's always that minimalist vibe going on. Clean lines, simple shapes.
Exactly. The article points out that a lot of this is tied to the growing focus on sustainability. People are more conscious of their environmental impact.
Makes sense. I mean, we're all trying to be a little kinder to the planet these days.
Right. So the question is this a real shift towards eco-conscious design, or is it just a trend that'll fade away?
Well, the article mentioned that the use of reclaimed materials is skyrocketing. Like, people are using wood from old barns or bricks from demolished buildings.
Oh, wow. Yeah, if people are willing to go that extra mile to find these materials, it seems like maybe it's more than a passing fad.
And I think it just looks so cool. I mean, it gives a space so much character.
I agree. There's something about that blend of rustic and modern that's really appealing.
Okay, so we've got AI changing the design process, natural elements making a comeback. What else?
Well, we can't forget about the tech, right? I mean, it's everywhere.
So for sure, smart homes are becoming the norm.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Smart lights, connected appliances, integrated sound systems. It's like our homes are evolving into these high-tech hubs.
Yeah, you walk into a room and the lights turn on automatically. Your fridge tells you what groceries you need. It's pretty wild.
But the article brings up a really valid point. Could all this technology actually take away from the comfort and aesthetic of our homes?
That's so interesting. It's like we're so focused on making our homes smart that we might be forgetting what makes them feel like home.
Right. Imagine a scenario where everything is controlled by an app, or you have to talk to a voice assistant to turn on the lights.
I can see how that could get old, fast.
Mm-hmm.
You just want to relax and unwind, but your house feels more like a spaceship control panel.
And then there's the visual clutter. All those screens and gadgets can definitely detract from the overall aesthetic. It makes you wonder, where do we draw the line?
Totally. We're constantly bombarded with technology in our daily lives. Maybe our homes should be a sanctuary from all that.
A digital detox zone. I like that.
Speaking of detox, let's talk about something that's relevant to a lot of people, especially in cities. Small space living.
Oh yeah, this is a big one. I mean, micro apartments are popping up everywhere.
It's like, how do you create a stylish and functional space when you're working with, like, 300 square feet?
It's a real design challenge. The article highlighted this tension between functionality and style. You need to maximize every inch of space without sacrificing aesthetics.
I've seen some amazing solutions, though, like furniture that transforms for different uses,
Mm.
or those clever storage solutions that are built into the walls.
It's amazing what designers can come up with when they have to get creative, and it speaks to that whole adaptability thing.
Right. And you have to be super intentional about what you bring into a small space. Every item has to serve a purpose.
Minimalism out of necessity. Which brings us to this interesting paradox. In a world where design inspiration is everywhere, how do we maintain individuality?
You're telling me Pinterest and Instagram are full of gorgeous home decor ideas.
But it also means trends can spread like wildfire. So how do we avoid creating spaces that all look the same? How do we inject our own personality?
It's almost like we need to use those platforms as jumping off points. Take inspiration, but then put our own spin on it.
Exactly. Make it your own. I mean, ultimately, our home should reflect who we are. They should tell our story.
So after all this talk about AI and sustainability and tech and small spaces, where do you think home decor is actually heading in 2025? Revolution or evolution?
That's a tough one. I think it's going to be a bit of both, to be honest.
A hybrid future.
Exactly. We'll have these big technological leaps. Sustainability will continue to drive design choices. But that fundamental human desire for personal expression, that's not going away.
It's going to be fascinating to see how it all plays out and see what those homes of the future actually look and feel like.
I can't wait.
Me neither. And on that note, I'm curious, what would your home of the future look like? Would you go all-out tech, embrace nature, or create a minimalist haven? Think about it. And until next time, keep those deep dives going.